Our top story, as students are heading back to the classroom, increased behavioral problems and classroom management are still top concerns for teachers as they feel their hands are tied, and the solution is not a one-size-fits-all. Anna Saunders dives into this topic for us tonight.
Ron Maynard teaches special education at Wayne Elementary School.
28 years in, and I still feel like every year is like I'm a first-year teacher. I mean, that's how it is, because it's something new every year.
And recently, each year, he says he and his fellow teachers have seen an increase in disruptions and outbursts and sometimes even violent behavior in the classrooms.
And what's really bad is not only is that kid going to suffer, but it's also the other 19 that may be in our classrooms at the time. They are also missing out on instruction.
Under a national emergency for child and teenage mental health, students are coming to school with more trauma and mental health issues that can be traced to the pandemic, but teachers were sounding the alarm on this even before. West Virginia has one of the highest rates of kids in foster care and kids not being raised by their biological parents, issues related to the opioid epidemic.
To expect a child to come to school and be on good behavior when maybe mom just OD'd that morning, and I've had a couple over the past 2 years that came home to that. I had one that actually woke up with their mother dead beside of them. This is going to affect these kids, and that's far beyond my expertise and how to handle and how to work with that child. We need more help.
Alicia Zan is the school-wide coordinator for PBIS, which is a framework that stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. She works in the West Virginia Behavior and Mental Health Technical Assistance Center, a collaboration between the State Department of Education and the Autism Training Center at Marshall. She travels the state workshopping with teachers to give them the tools to better handle the behavior concerns they are seeing.
Unfortunately, there's not an easy answer. It's not an easy answer to say this is the one thing we can do that can support kids with really challenging behaviors, because we have to look at the whole system. Are we doing everything at a base level to support a kid? And then are we giving them the level of supports that they need to be as successful as they can?
Expanding PBIS was a request of the State Department of Education last year when racial and socioeconomic disparities in suspensions were revealed, as well as the tendency to suspend. It showed 11% of the state's school population lost more than 177,000 instructional days in 2022 from out-of-school suspensions. Foster children and Black students were some of the most impacted.
So about 1 out of every 5 Black students was suspended at least one time last school year. And that is in comparison to 10% of our white students.
Zeman said because each child is different with their own set of challenges, it will take different approaches, but she said the next best thing would be to empower teachers with the training and the tools.
It takes people, and it takes a commitment to be able to have those conversations around both mindset and systems.
There have also been attempts to address this in the legislature. Last session, Senator Amy Grady, who is also a teacher, pushed forward a bill that would have allowed teachers to remove threatening or violent students from the classroom, require behavior intervention and suspension until that assessment is done. Though it did not make it across the finish line, AFT West Virginia President Fred Albert said it could have been a place to start.
It wasn't a perfect bill, but it was perhaps a start to try to give some help. And I think the help that we're asking for is, again, let's find out why students are acting out the way they are, and let's do something about that for them.
One of the concerns for the teachers' unions is that this, coupled with low pay, is one of the top factors deterring people from the profession and driving them out of it, too.
But I think it's a huge factor in some younger teachers just saying, I can't do this anymore, and I'm going to go find another job, and they do.
So as teachers go back into the classroom with students, Maynard says what he would like to see is more of an investment in the overall well-being of students and the personnel in the school who contribute to that.
We need more mental health. We have great counselors in our schools. We also have the communities and schools,
we could see a difference in
connection between school and home, but they're overwhelmed. The problem is bigger than we are in this case. So we need all hands on deck.
In Charleston, Anna Saunders, Eyewitness News.
Thank you for watching, and here's another video to watch from Eyewitness News. Just click right here to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification for the latest.